Hey everyone, my name is Deanna Bruno, and today I'll be analyzing the digital brand of Sabrina Carpenter. So, I'll be walking through how her identity as an artist is expressed across her digital ecosystem, what's working well, where there are gaps, and just opportunities for strengthening her online presence. Here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering today. I'll start with her brand identity, the foundation of everything. Then we will walk through how that identity shows up digitally, followed by a breakdown of the platform she uses. From there, I'll assess her website and SEO, then her social media strengths and gaps, and finally present recommendations just for enhancing her digital presence again. So, to understand her digital strategy, we're just going to have to begin with her brand identity. So, Sabrina Carpenter is a pop artist, very popular nowadays, and an actress whose persona is just playful, polished, feminine, vintage inspired, and very self aware. So, her storytelling blends with her humor and emotional expression, creating a very distinct tone from other artists that are currently popular today. This resonates especially with Gen Z and young millennials who tend to gravitate towards artists with strong personalities and cohesive visual worlds. Alright, so across her digital channels, this brand identity is very consistent. Her visuals are cohesive across platforms, her tone is unmistakably hers, and she leans heavily into personality led content, especially humor. This consistency helps maintain awareness and relevance and allows fans to just instantly identify anything that belongs to the Sabrina Carpenter brand. So, Sabrina's presence spans several key digital platforms. To start with Instagram, where her aesthetic storytelling lives, TikTok, where her humor, spontaneity, and virality happens. YouTube focuses on her performances and long form visual content. Her website acts as the homepage officially for her music, any tour information, merchandise, and signing up for her pages. And finally, her SEO presence. At that plays just a major role of her Google results and top stories, which constantly reinforce visibility through press and viral moments. Okay, so looking into her official website, as you can see, there are several strengths. So the layout is very clean and simple and focused around the current era, which is her man's best friend era. Navigation is simple and there are clear calls for action, like streaming her new album, major announcements like any tours that are upcoming, and more. However, there are a few gaps that we could see, like the homepage. It has very minimal content. There's not many interactive features and deeper engagement opportunities like exclusive content or fan signups, and that's kind of limited. And additionally, her shop link redirects you to an external site for her merchandise, which breaks the user experience flow. As you could see in my video, I had to click back onto her main website. And now, from her SEO standpoint, Sabrina performs very well as well. Her knowledge panel is complete. She appears in top stories frequently, and search demand is very high because her content is just constantly going viral. But there are still gaps, like her image results pulling older visuals from her current brand error, which may interrupt user experiences, and there's no intentional SEO driven content that really reinforces her brand across different search results. Now, onto her social media. Sabrina demonstrates a very strong digital performance. This is her main point of focus. Her aesthetic and tone are very, very consistent for her brand, and she experiences high engagement as well as very frequent viral moments. Her brand collaborations are strong and they align very well with her persona and humor. And a lot of her personality is expressed through her humor and interview clips that get widely reshared on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and more. But she also benefits from significant fan-driven amplification like user-generated content, which that's edits, trending audios, and viral reposts that just overall make her trend a lot on social media, as we can see through her viral trend or her sounds on TikTok. All of these images from different brand collaborations and different video content forms where they just exclusively include her. All right, but there are also a few gaps for her social media, like her content being highly polished, which is really on brand for her, but it leaves less room for any spontaneity, which kind of increases reliability and relatability. Engagement varies by platform and it spikes around releases rather than just staying consistent throughout the year. And each platform really shows a significant or just slightly different version of her, which creates small disconnects from the unified brand narrative that she has. All right, so based on these findings, I have several recommendations. One would be to broaden direct fan touchpoints. So more Q&As and casual behind-the-scene moments would just really deepen emotional connections and strengthen her like parasocial bonds. She does post behind-the-scene content of her making and creating her album with her producer, but including more of these and spending time with the people surrounding her really strengthens that again. Two would be expanding everyday non music lifestyle content. So, simple routines, how she previously used to do get ready with me's, do makeup routines, personality snippets of her hanging out with her family and friends, or just overall a light day in the life content where she's very busy. It would show a more multidimensional side of her and make her more human. And the last one would be building an exclusive digital community space. So, platforms online could offer exclusive drops, the close friend style content, maybe, and dedicated spaces for her most engaged listeners, which increases loyalty and interaction between releases. So, people will want to listen to her more to have offers for these exclusive experiences. So, overall, basically, these recommendations would enhance connection, broaden her digital presence, and reinforce the strength of her brand of herself. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. The end.